Manchester United fans, what's happening? Yeah, how is everyone? The Europa League final is finally over, and all the banter that was reserved, every single meme that was put out there, that we have had our worst season but we still won a trophy. We are still waiting to see those memes out. I think the only memes that are getting out is United players crying, sulking, sobbing, I don't know, emotional and all that jazz. Yeah. I don't know, this game has been not really entertaining for me per se. I think in the first half it was quite intense and it was really anyone's for the taking, and Manchester United wangetaka kufunga wangefunga tu. Wanaweza funga. Famous words of one Manchester United fan I know about. Yeah, shout out Lactalax. Mnaweza funga, by the way. Mkiamua tu kukuwa serious, mnaweza funga. Yeah, anyway, 1-0 to the Spurs. For London Arsenal fans, it's terrible for them because they won't hear the end of Totenham fans. But here in Kenya, all we know is that the world is at peace. The world is at peace. Yeah. So what really went wrong? I think everything went wrong for both teams, but you could say that for Tottenham Hotspur, it's remarkable for them, and for what they have been able to achieve, it's really no mean feat, having lost 21 league games in a single season and heading into another season. It would have been so disastrous for them, but now look, they're into the Champions League. Now they can afford to buy players with a bit of pedigree. I think because their injured players are back, you wouldn't expect Tottenham to have a similar season like this one next season. But Manchester United, where do we even begin? You lot, okay, you are 16th, I think 16th in the league. In a different season, you would have been relegated, because usually 40 points usually ensures survival into the league. But then what happens? You're 39 points. You could potentially lose your last game of the season, and if the last three Premier League teams that have been relegated would have had a better performing season, I think you lot would have been relegated. But then I think it's also a reality check for Manchester United fans. I think banter aside, because I think that's ideally what football fans have and are meant to do. What I decided this season is not to take away your ability to banter, and especially to banter Arsenal fans, because that's probably the only thing that was motivating you guys moving forward, that you would lose, but as long as Arsenal lose, you felt that everything was okay. But really, as a team, you really need to look inwards. What is it that is not working for you guys? There are a lot of keepers out there you that are better than Onana that you could go for. That is something that you would be looking forward to do. I think when Amorim came, everyone was enthusiastic about what he's going to do to achieve for the team. But then you forgot that you're still having the same players, that even if you intend to implement a new system, these players are not used to that Amorim system. So in December, by the time Amorim was coming into the team, I reckon Manchester United had 30 points. And now the season is about to end, they are on 39 points. And the entire season, they haven't won back-to-back games. So if they won today, the next game they won't win. They would either draw or lose. So it has been a terrible season for them. And I think for the Manchester United rebuild, they need like a wholesome change, and especially for the playing staff. For me, I'd say the only player that you can retain would be Ahmad and Kobe Mino, but really I don't think those and especially Kobe Mino and Garnacho, those are not Manchester United level players. If you look at the entire team and the Manchester United we have grown knowing, those people don't even suit being Manchester United fans, not really fans, but players. So in essence, you would be ranking these players with a level of importance. So as you're building the team, of which you're also now getting to look into the financial side, whether you will be able to comply with FFP, PSR, and all that. So you would be ranking these players with a level of importance to get to know who you get rid of first. Yeah, and remember, another thing that is stopping Manchester United, and especially in the transfer market, is because usually the way these transfer deals are structured, they are not usually paid once at a go. So usually the payment is spread throughout many seasons. So there are some players whose payments, transfer fees are coming due, and then you still need to buy players. You would want to sell players, but who is going to buy your players? That's one thing. You're looking at Mateus Cunha, you're looking at who else? You're looking at Delap. But you see now, when you are you're not in the Champions League, those are the kind of players that you will ideally be linked to. Yeah, but when you get into the Champions League, look at the kind of players that you get linked to. The likes of Gyökeres, the likes of Isak, the likes of Sesko, the likes of Zubimendi, the likes of name them. Yeah, so you'll get to realize that at this stage, when trophies are not available, you really need to be in the Champions League, which will help you attract better players for your team, which will also ultimately help you to make a push for any trophy out there. Yeah, so it's a sweet night for football. The world is happy, everyone is happy. When you find someone out there, they would be willing to give you a hug. Yeah, so stay strong. Mnaweza funga. Good night.